Okay, we're back with more Lana Del Rey interview. This time talks about working with Ariana, Miley, James Franco, and more. The interviewer asked all the right questions and made the atmosphere so fun. None of the typical questions. What a great comment. I definitely didn't read that before I clicked record. I like that comment. Wow. Okay. Let's check it out.
It's Kevin Mano here at MyFM, and what a treat this is. Lana Del Rey's with us.
Hello.
This is awesome. Congrats on the new album, which is
I'm
out
okay with
while
her
we
yelling in
tape
my
this.
ear.
It's like 2 days.
Yes.
Woo.
I know. It's really coming up.
Yeah.
Labor Day.
There's a lot to talk about here. I want to talk about the album, working with Jack Antonoff, everything. Super fans, I'm sure you get mobbed every day. You know, we just had one in the building that stopped in right before the interview.
Yes, she gave me a little life there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have your fans are just
Dude, imagine working at a radio station, like not like a little town, but like maybe in LA. Where is this? I don't know where this is. But like working at a radio station and just all these artists come in for interviews, like over like time, you'll just see like big ass like artists and celebrities just come in and for an interview. Dude, that'd be sick. Imagine working there, even like if you were just like a janitor, dude. You see Lana, dude, that'd be sick. That'd be crazy.
She gave me a little life there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have your fans are just rabid. They really are. They're crazy about you. Like, do you?
I have some dedicated fans.
It's like a whole Reddit subreddit dedicated to you and stuff.
Really?
Do you go read
Every
that
artist
stuff?
has that.
You, like, on Reddit?
I like to look at Reddit. I'm not like an active. I'm a lurker, as they say.
Cap, look, she's not happy with that. Dude, listen, man. The only reason why I made a Reddit was for Fortnite. That's literally what I made a Reddit for. Back in the day when Fortnite came out, if you wanted to request something, request a skin or request changes to the game, they were listening to their community. So I wanted to be a part of that because I was big into Fortnite when it first came out. That game sucks now. I hate it. But yeah, that's what got me into Reddit. Dude, she's not happy about him being into Reddit.
It's like a whole Reddit subreddit dedicated to you and stuff.
Really?
Do you go read that stuff ever?
Are you, like, on Reddit?
I like to look at Reddit. I'm not like an active. I'm a lurker, as they say, just for content.
I'm
for
a
the radio
lurker.
show.
I would be more of like an Instagram lurker. I've never really been on Reddit.
Okay.
But
What about
God
Twitter? She had
only
Twitter before, right?
effing knows what they say.
They say good
Oh,
stuff.
I hate
They
Reddit.
really do. I know the internet's a dangerous place. Do you try to stay away from it, or do you have your phone addiction like we all do?
I have my phone on me most of the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
I
a
don't,
vape addiction now.
I don't think I remember the last time I Googled myself.
Okay, that's good. That's
But-
healthy.
But I'm online, like Twitter or whatever.
Read replies.
Bring back Lana's Twitter. Bring back Lana's Twitter, please. Dude, Reddit's dog shit. When I first got it, dude, I was like arguing with people all the fucking time, and it was just like the dumbest thing ever. Like, no, everyone takes a defensive stance. You're not going to convince someone of this or that, or like, they're not going to see your perspective. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's just not worth your time arguing with anybody on the internet, especially with subjective matters. It's just not worth it, dude. Come home, the kids miss you.
Okay, that's good. That's healthy.
But I'm online.
TikTok, that's not enough.
Like Twitter or whatever.
Read replies and stuff on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It can be dangerous, not for you, but for
No,
anybody.
no.
I mean,
Every
it's
now
just
and then
such
you
a-
catch a comment that's like, I'm gonna go
Do you
just jump off a bridge.
Do you suffer from the thing that we all do, where you see 1,000 positive and then the one negative is the one that sticks with you?
If I read something really bad, it'll probably stick with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but I do think some of the ways people put things is like a little bit funny. So I think some things are a little humorous. Yeah.
Do you have any dummy accounts anywhere that you're, on Instagram as somebody else?
Yeah, I have one trap account.
Do you? Is that what you call it? A trap account?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Is that the honeymoon
It's what
one?
everyone calls it.
I didn't know. This
Oh, yeah.
term is new to me.
No, it's like it's like how you look at ex-boyfriends and stuff and what they're
Oh.
doing. And,
Okay.
And like frenemies. And
Gotcha.
Really? I thought Trap account was like the private Instagram, because she had two before, right? One public, one private. Now she moved to like the private one. I've never heard the Trap account thing.
friends and stuff and what they're doing. And,
Okay.
And like frenemies. And
Gotcha. I don't have this trap account.
help me.
No. I'm sorry. So the new album, I'm going to call it Norman effing Rockwell.
Yes.
Is that what people are calling it? Or it depends on the medium, I guess?
Yeah.
Or does anybody call it NFR?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Or just Norman Rockwell?
No,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of all of them.
Well, what I've heard, I dig.
Thank you.
And I dig the title.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that you work with Jack Antonoff.
Me
He's
too.
a
This was 3 years. Wait, this was 3 years ago. NFR was 2019, I think.
Friend of ours around here.
Yeah.
And this
I
is the first
think.
time this album was the first time the two of you got together?
Mm-hmm.
What was that your decision?
What? Wait. Jack never got with her until NFR?
Dig the title.
Thank you.
And I'm glad to work with
Really?
Jack Antonoff.
Me
He's
too.
a friend of ours around here.
Yeah.
And this is the first time this album was the first time the two of you got together?
Mm-hmm.
What
I
was
never
that
knew
your
that.
decision? I mean, you were like, I have to work with this guy?
No, he was calling me.
Okay.
And I had
NFR, yeah.
Funny enough, actually, Jack and I met 9 years ago in an elevator on our way in and out of Emil Haney's little studio in New York. But I guess he was with Fun, but we didn't really say anything. We just
He was with
said
the band at
hi.
the time, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy. This doesn't click in my mind. That Fun. What's that song? We Are Young. Dude, that song was amazing. It still is. Wait, dude, that's Jack's in that band. I forget I don't think he sings, but he's in that band. That's crazy to me, dude. 2019. Damn. And the fact that it was Lana, Emil, and then Jack meeting all in the same place. That's insane. You know how much greatness is in that room, dude?
I guess he was with Fun, but we didn't really say anything. We just
He was with
said
the band at the
hi.
time, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we just waved at each other in and out of the elevator. But I hadn't seen him until maybe a year and a half ago when I met him.
Yeah.
And I met him at a party, and he was like, I know you have a day off tomorrow. If you just come down to my home studio, I feel like we would really cook up something super cool. And I told him that I wasn't writing because it was one of the few times that I just wasn't
Do you
doing
take
anything.
breaks?
In the
Do you take
mode.
breaks from writing?
I do when I'm touring,
Gotcha.
just because I get pretty tired.
Yeah.
But like I hadn't even been down there for an hour, and I was like, "Wow, this guy is
Really? You guys
he's
just
really
dove
unlike-"
right in.
Yeah, well, he's really
DV?
quarterly, like the stuff he plays just by ear and that he freestyles on. Like I think I said this once before, but the first thing he
power.
played for me, which was just 5 chords, I wasn't even kidding, and I said, "Is that for me? Can I have that?" And he was like, "I wrote that for you." It
Oh,
was just a
wow.
progression, but it's been a long time since someone's given me something rather than me starting it off
Sure.
first.
The audio's kind of quiet. I turned it up a lot. But like there's moments where they put the mic closer to the mouth and then it gets really loud, so I don't want like the audio to bust y'all's ears.
Because usually I'll bring like my phone and my journal and all that. And
Yeah, so doing the whole album, was it like that? Was it like, was he bringing stuff to the table too?
so like for that song, which ended up being Love Song, I would say like he started it quarterly, and then I'll find like a counter melody. But for a song like Hope is a Dangerous Thing for a Woman Like Me to Have, I had just journaled that, and
Okay.
I brought it to him, sang it live in acoustic, not acoustic, but a cappella.
Mm-hmm.
And
Then he made something for it.
Then he accompanied me. He
Gotcha.
played with
Huh.
me. So it was 50-50.
A collaborative effort.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's
I
cool.
would think, I'm not a record producer, but working with all of these different people like he does,
Mhm.
it takes a special person to really kind of separate. You know, you have a much different style
Beyond
than Taylor Swift,
special.
and you know, to go back and forth like that is
Yeah, beyond special. It's a real talent.
sure.
And I think it's also speaks
Sure.
to like a real compassion, because he's not rigid like some producers, which will just be like, no,
My way or
that
the highway.
sucks.
Yeah.
And I hear that all the time.
Hmm.
So he's just very much anything goes and casual, which is
Well, so again, sometimes I guess if saying no, that sucks. That's a little bit blunt. You know what I mean? That's a little bit blunt. But I mean, sometimes if something doesn't sound right, it's good to give your opinion and don't just be a yes man. I'm not saying Jack's a yes man. Obviously, he works with Lana and they collaborate and communicate. But in terms of like just in general with artists working with producers, you got to be able to communicate. That's so important. If something doesn't sound right, let them know. You know what I mean? And what is it that doesn't sound right? You know what I mean? You try and come up with alternatives. And if you still don't like it at the end of the day, then just go back to the original. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's all about collaborating and communicating.
it's good because so he's just very much anything goes and casual, which is good because yeah, that's the best way to be.
Yeah, I
like
can
you
imagine.
shouldn't. I mean, some people do good trying to like write a hit, but all of my songs that were bigger, they were slower first and almost like acoustic first.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Did you question putting the Sublime cover on the album, or did you know you were going to the whole time?
Well,
Sublime
I
cover?
It's
did-
great, by the way.
Thank you.
The whole album that I've, again, like I said, what I've heard is great.
Thank you. I love the Sublime cover. I did that when by the time
Sublime?
the album was done, just because my label was producing the life story of Sublime,
Mhm.
so they asked me to do it. And
Sublime's a band?
I think like the day after it was finished, I called John, who runs the label, and I was like, it would go so good next to Venice,
Oh,
bitch.
cool.
So I don't know if you have to bleep that
Yeah,
out,
that's
but
fine. You can say.
yeah. So I'm like, can we make that track 3? And yeah, it was just
That's awesome.
worked out.
And then I want to ask about the cover art. Is his name Duke? Is
Duke
that his name?
Nicholson.
Duke Nicholson. That's Jack Nicholson's grandson.
Yeah.
Are you guys
Oh,
friends?
yeah.
Yeah, we're
Ah.
very good friends.
I've read on.
Wait, Jack Nicholson. Wait. Does he have multiple sons? Because I know, was it Jack Nicholson doing Time? Oh, the Sublime cover. Right. That's what he said. Cover. I was thinking like the cover art. But Jack Nicholson's son, was it Jack Nicholson? I think the guy from The Shining. Yeah. His son XQC met his son at a Lakers basketball game because I guess they have like lifetime tickets or some shit like that. I think it's Jack Nicholson's son, and he's like a really nice guy. Huh, that's dope.
Jack
Wow,
Nicholson. That's Jack
small
Nicholson's
world.
grandson.
Yeah.
Are you guys friends?
Yeah,
How did
we're
this-
Oh,
very
that's a
good friends.
grandson.
I've read online that that's him, but I didn't really see a reason
Never
or
mind.
how that came to be.
He's my younger sister's best friend.
Okay.
Well, him and Wild Mud Barker.
Does she have another sister other than Chucky?
Younger
Chucks?
sister's best friend.
Okay.
Well, him and Wild Mud Barker.
What a
and
name.
So, yeah, we're with Duke a lot, and he's just such a cutie.
Sure.
And the reason why I loved him is because, like, he's
How should you say that
younger.
about me?
He's a super, like, safe, cool, funny
Okay.
personality. And you can just, like, he's like a little, he's like a brother, kind of.
Oh.
So he was someone I just knew I would feel comfortable on the boat with.
Yeah.
And
But you knew you wanted like a male counterpart for this
Yeah,
photo session.
I did. Well, actually, there's an alternate cover, which was my
okay.
first cover, and we
Oh.
like gave that to Urban Outfitters just for like an exclusive.
Oh,
But
I
that
want
was
to see
actually,
that.
A photo of
This
me
shot.
and some of my best friends, Emma Tillman. She's married to Father John Misty,
Okay.
and Ash Rodriguez and Alex Kay, who dance with me. So
I want to see that cover. What's it called? NFR? Alternative cover. Oh, right here. Wait, is this the one? Oh, wow. That's cool. Wait, that's a painting. Oh, wait, is it a painting? This is the original right here, I think. Open image. How do you open image? Okay, that's zoomed in way too much. That's dope. I do like the one that this one's cool, but this one could be like a single. You know what I mean? For like the single off the album. I like the one it is now. I think it's they're both really cool, to be honest.
Misty
Okay.
and Ash Rodriguez and Alex Kay, who dance with me. So we're all in a little bit of a meditative pose,
Yeah.
kind of in the style of Ladies of the Canyon. So I liked that I had other people with me
Okay.
on each cover, and I felt like, because I love like seeing my own growth, and like everyone was always making fun of me, like, you're always in front of a car on all 7 million of your records.
That's so funny.
By the way, 6 and 9
What?
years ago, that is impressive. I mean, that's
It's
you're
cool.
churning out a lot of music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I write a lot.
Yeah, I can tell. But you wanted to be with somebody, not just you in front of a car. Again.
Yeah.
Do you ever struggle with confidence? I just listened to an interview yesterday about confidence, and you mentioned you wanted to be with somebody. I would think being up on stage by yourself in front of that many people, everything about it is so vulnerable. Has that ever been an issue for you?
Of course.
Really?
Yeah.
She's human, man. Of
I mean,
course.
I meet people who are 1,000% confident, but they're the rarer kind.
Yeah. It seems like that. Even in this doing what I do, I meet a lot of people that you would think are, these huge stars and stuff, but everybody struggles with it in their own way.
Like Ariana, she's like very confident,
Yeah.
And I think choreography can also help with that as well. Like if you know where
Okay.
you
Very
are
real.
at each beat in the song, like you're almost running it like a play. But for me,
Huh.
I have so many ballads and they're so long.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of time to just be in that white light and just be
Sure.
emoting. But the
You-
girls that I work with,
She said emoting, dude. Yo, remember that clip of Jimmy Fallon? Was it Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel? They started emoting just randomly. We were watching it on Discord. That shit was hilarious, dude.
so it's a lot of time to just be in that white
Hi,
light
Helen.
and just be
Sure.
emoting. But the girls that I work with, Ash and Alex,
Emoting.
like we do have a lot of fun stuff that we do on stage now, and
Cool.
so that's made it
I'm so
like,
hungry.
more dynamic for me because
Mhm.
like you have to feel like it's interesting too because you're playing for 2 hours every night like all year.
Totally.
So
Does your
It's
mind
That's
ever
true.
wander when you're up there? Do you think about, you know,
all the time.
what you have to get at the store or whatever?
I think about groceries. I think about if I left the house clean or and then but then sometimes I'm really worried about hitting that highest note.
Like if
know?
it's coming up, you
Mm.
see it coming and you're thinking like
I'm
you're,
always a few steps ahead of myself if I'm like in like a high C or something.
you probably have to be to make sure the breath is right and everything.
You
and
should
you're-
you
yeah.
should you should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then other times I'm like
No
like with a song like
police.
Shades of Cool or something which is just
I
like a
love
really
that.
blue jazzy song. I'm just totally especially if we're in a
The car
open air
boat
theater,
theme.
like I'm feeling it.
A plane.
I'm right there.
You mentioned Ariana a second ago. You still
That'd be
have
cool.
a song coming out with her
A
and Miley.
plane.
I do.
Is that coming like any day now?
Yeah.
Because I know this movie
That'd have been
is,
sick.
is
Any
on the
day
way.
now. Yeah.
What's the movie again?
Chemtrail should have did
Charlie's
that.
It's for the new
Angels.
Charlie's Angels. That's right.
Yeah.
That escaped me for a second. What
Yeah,
can
yeah.
you tell me about the song? Because everybody's
I think that was the first one I reacted to from Lana. I'm pretty sure. Charlie's. No, wait, was it?
clamoring to
I forget.
know. A lockbox.
No, I mean, I probably should be. I don't know.
I don't know what that
The
means.
song's really cute. It's really cool. When I first heard it, obviously I wasn't on it. It was just Ariana's parts.
Okay.
And they wanted me to write something, so I wrote like I kind of cut her verse
It
into
was
a
the first.
halftime bridge
Mhm.
and
Halftime.
just sang some stuff over her choruses as well, and then Miley jumped on. So it's just really very spicy,
Yeah.
spicy little track.
Did you watch the movie before you wrote your parts on this?
We
or-
only got to see 3 scenes.
Okay.
So,
That's
but
really something to get the vibe.
yeah, exactly. And then we shot a video ourselves. So that's pretty crazy.
did?
Also, yeah.
Cool. So when is it coming out? Just any day?
I want to say 2 weeks.
Okay. What's it called? Can you tell me that?
No.
You can't tell me that.
I'm like, will I get slayed? I have no idea.
Another thing, I was reading about
It
earlier.
might already be out, by the way. I'm so
I don't
bad.
think
I
it's
don't
out
know.
yet. Maybe by the time
Not
this
the
video's
song.
out.
I mean the
Oh,
title.
the title. I
Yeah.
didn't see it anywhere. I was looking stuff up. Another thing I saw today when I was looking stuff up that I remembered from a few years
Spicy.
ago, and then I hadn't heard anything about it. James Franco was working on a book about you or something. You remember
What?
that?
Yes,
Were you-
I do.
Was this weird? Am I bringing up something weird?
Well,
I thought you guys were tight.
yeah. Well, okay. So I thought it was cool that like, someone I really liked was writing a book about
Yeah.
me? Question mark. But then I had read
Question
an
mark.
excerpt of it.
Oh, and it wasn't as.
Well, I want to say the title was like Real and Imagined Conversations with Lana.
That's right.
So having read it, we hadn't
That's
really
kinda weird.
spoken all that
These were
much
fake
yet.
conversations. between the two.
Essentially,
That's-
yeah.
Like, even if he like clarifies like these conversations aren't real, then it's still kind of weird. Like,
And so I wasn't
words in her
thrilled
mouth?
with the presentation.
Gotcha.
It was definitely a projection.
Okay.
A projection
I
of
said
what
to
he
him,
thought
maybe
she
we should
is.
Just write fake conversations
Mm.
with Lana Del Rey.
Mhm. Sorry if
And-
I brought up something weird, but I was just so
Did they
curious because
date?
I hadn't heard
No,
anything
I'm
about
just
it in a while.
I'm thinking about how that conversation ended now on the phone because I was like, I read it. He had sent it to me, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't think we talked about that. And he's like, well, I think we did, and I was like, I'm pretty sure we did. I'm like, "Where's the recording?"
Fanfic. James Franco writes fanfic. You've heard it here first,
Remember this,
dude.
James Franco.
Yeah, but
That's
if it ever
funny, dude.
comes out, I mean, I will help people decipher what was
Okay,
really said.
okay.
It was just kind of like an interesting twist. I had thought that if it was going to be, I think at the time we were talking about like a more collaborative poetry book or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or like a book of short
And then he
tales.
took it in a different direction.
And then it was like a weird story about me being like a freak. So
We'll probably never see that. Let's just maybe that one's on James's shelf somewhere.
we shall see.
Okay, all right.
Keep
Well,
that on
Lana,
the shelf,
thank you so much
James.
for being here. This is awesome. What, that I'm ending on that note? Is that what's weird? I'm sorry. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No,
You wanna-
no, that's stellar. That's
Norman
stellar.
effing Rockwell is out. It'll probably be out now, I guess, when you see this video. I'm not sure, but
Yes.
congrats on the album.
Thank you so
And
much.
thank you for being here.
Damn.
Lana Del Rey.
that was a good interview. That was a good interview, dude. I mean, the question with the James Franco, it is a little bit weird, but I don't think she was like, I feel like she was fine talking about it. Super dope interview, man. I enjoyed that. Lana's the cutest. That was sick. Really cool.